Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mack? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I feel shy. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Damu. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking is a warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you use a second kind. Straight rappers to the streets like Cobra. 80s they get floated like up in the storage and I'm man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beating. Ninja Turtle rap, turtle clans get defeated. Hot in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, everybody on the mobile side, but you know I got to bring my stuff back because I did have my my overlays and stuff off, but got to bring them back. So that's why now you see, whoops, that is not supposed to be there. That is not supposed to be there. Hold on. There we go. Welcome, everybody, to another episode. This is why I don't like the long form, because they haven't made it where you can actually see the overlay. Now you can see what I'm talking about. People on the mobile side, this is the reason why I'm cut off, because when I put my overlay in, they have not made it where you can actually see the person, you know, and have the overlay still on it. So that's something that needs to be done with the dual asset. So there you go. That's the reason why I'm cut off. But anyway, welcome everybody to another episode of the Dre Mack Show. Of course, I'm your host, Dre Mack. coming to you again with this particular episode. We're going to discuss the WB deal and my thoughts on WB probably being done as we know it. And which is sad, all the Snyder fans, because I did a live stream last night. All the Snyder fans, you're probably getting what you want. James Gunn is probably done. I would leave once his deal is done, all of that. But we're going to talk about it today. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant Reaction Channel, which you already know how I do. The real question is,
say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
All right. So before I get into here, let me go and shout out everybody who is in the chat this morning, who's all in the house today. Damon, good morning. Miss Roberta, the church auntie, good morning. See, if Miss Roberta is up. She was up with me last night. Not like that, but I'm talking about on the stream. I know you're a little sleepy. But I was trying to get the spirit moving around here. Miss Roberta wouldn't let it. Tina, what's up? AKA Minty guys, good morning. Junior Network, good morning. Krisha Key, good morning. Andre Ware is up ready for buttery biscuit time. I know you are. You said you need that raisin in your biscuits. D Sizzle, good morning. Prince Sada, good morning. Let me see. Erica D, aka She Loves Fantasy. Good morning. Let me see. Xavier Phoenix. Good morning. Let me see. The Village Brother, what's up? Good morning. Let me see. Eris Pool, good morning. It's Asherus Pool. I think I'm saying that probably wrong. Good morning. UFC for who is Booker T? I don't know what you talking about. Let me see. Marley Mar, good morning. Torian, I ain't been asleep. At all. I've been up. I cleaned up and started watching Cross. So, and I still got 30 minutes of Cross left. Oh, my bad. Buttermilk biscuits. My bad. Get the buttermilk biscuits in, man. Get them biscuits early in the morning. Get you some coffee. Get you some cheese and some eggs. You know what I mean? Whatever kind of, meat product you put on there. Pause. Not like that. And get you a buttermilk biscuit sandwich early in the morning. Put a little honey on there. Put some butter. You'll be all right. Marley Ward is stupid. No, I haven't. Wait a minute. Hold up. What is going on early this morning? Who's got mouth to mouth? Let me see. Victoria, is that Victoria? Good morning. What? Close the PC, turn off the PS5, open the. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Oh, you cut the cable last. Oh, okay. Encoded my stream. Oh, okay. I got you now. I thought you were talking about something else. I did I read mouth to mouth right, or was I tripping? Oh man. Anyway, Monday's blessed. What up, Sheed? Yeah, I did a live stream last night just to, come and rap with you guys and stuff like that. I was at home bored. It was supposed to snow, and then freezing rain. None of that didn't happen last night. It's just cold rain. It's still 40-something degrees outside. It's above freezing. You know what I mean? It's above freezing. So that's a good thing or whatever. But, you know, it was a lot of things that they were trying to say that we were going to have last night that did not come to pass, did not come to pasture. So I was like, I'm at home, not doing nothing. Just, the one free weekend that I have, I went to go see Scream on Saturday. I sat at home all day Sunday. So I had nothing to do. I was like, you know what? After I, cook my little steak or whatever, I'm going to make sure to get on live and holler at you guys. You know what I mean? Get on live. What up, Abundance? What's up? What's up? What's up? So I was like, let me get on with you guys. And I see Miss Roberta here in the spirit. Spirit was on me. Because there were a lot of people that had me just, especially we was talking about Jonathan last night. So, that always gets the blood pumping. And a lot of people don't like that. People got to remember, this is my show. If you're watching this on the replay, skip past all of this and get to the point. Don't tell me to get to nothing. Don't tell me to get to nothing. I'm trying to tell you right now, I run your own show. You know what I mean? Because y'all try to tell me, oh, man, just get to the point. Why you got to do all of that? It's not going to work around here, buddy boy. It's not going to work around here, buddy. What's going to happen is you're going to get cussed the F out. That's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So I do not run off of anybody's schedule. I run off of the Dre Mac show schedule. Whatever I want to do on my show, I'll do it on my show. That's point blank period. Do not tell me to hurry up, get to the point. Why you got to do all of this? Why you do all that? You could just SYBAU. How about that? Don't want me talking like that, do you? Oh, man, I forgot to move it. So I got to do something. But anyway, before I get into anything, and I got to delete that now that I put it over on my computer. No, I don't. I'm going to leave it there. Let me shout out all my crew members because, of course, you guys have been holding it down. All the new subs and all of that. You guys are awesome. You want to be a part of the crew, man. All you got to do is hit that join button, man. But let's go. Let's shout out the crew. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching, and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that have been holding it down for Dre Mac and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. And again, shout out to all of the crew members that is in here. Now I could put this in here. And shout out to Delroy Lindo for this. Wait until I pop it back up. Wait until this uploads because people be trying to tell me what I need to do. Hold up, because I got to put it in this spot. And we gonna put this on a blurred AF too. So shout out to Mika G, shout out to my man Blue. Hold on. So anybody who wants to tell me to wrap it up, Delroy Lindo, what you say?
Tell me to wrap up. I'm not gonna wrap up.
Tell me to wrap up. I'm not gonna wrap up. How about that? I'm not gonna wrap up. Oh man. So here, you know what? Since how about this? You don't have to be on the stream either. Anyway. All right. So oh, thank you. Just happens a little fun. What's up, the Black Beach? What's up? What's up? Man, Scream was disappointed. I hopefully we're gonna talk about it tonight. I gotta talk to Mika and Blue and see if we can talk about that tonight. Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, it's disappointing on one end because of who it is. It's on another one. On the other end, he got to make some money. You can't, especially in Hollywood, you can't tell people I ain't gonna do it. You might not never work again. You know what I mean? So, that's just how it is. So it's sad on both ends. So it is what it is. But hold on, let me do this. Let me go to a commercial break. And we are going to go into this story. I am going to do a reaction video from John Campea discussing this and giving my reaction. So just hold on for just a second. I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mag Show. Don't go nowhere.
Knight Rider will return after these messages and station identification.
He's Sandman. Not just Oprah's boyfriend. If you cross him, you're a dead man. You heard what I said, man.
I heard he was gay. No way, sister.
Who's that man? He's dead man.
The Knight Rider Power Cycle with Kit on the pretend instrument panel.
Here he comes. There's something special happening at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Fresh buttermilk biscuits made from scratch. Our chicken head biscuits a perfect match.
Warm, taste so good, make you want to slap your mama for real. Man, I slap your grandma, I slap your auntie.
Good idea. Playing horsey with your little sister. Bad idea. Playing horsey with your Aunt Bertha.
Let's see who's bad, man. Come on, let's go. Let's show you who's bad. Come on.
You wear a disguise to look like human guys, but you're not a man, you're a chicken boo.
Now the conclusion of
I hate how they talk about you. Everybody thinks you're just a freeloader. They don't know about...
They can't know. They can't ever know. If my cover's blown, we're both dead.
Do you like the car? It's for you.
What's the occasion?
I can't believe you forgot again. It's our anniversary. We've been engaged for 15 years.
You know, I'd marry you tomorrow, baby. But it wouldn't be fair. Not to you or to the free world. Well, look at you.
This is it. I can't believe it. After 15 years, we're finally going to consummate our love.
Damn. This is Stedman. It's the commissioner. What? Professor Haight? He's escaped? Damn. What? The French Riviera? Now? Yes, sir. I'm on my way. Damn him! Damn that Professor Haight!
He's escaped? Again? Can't they build a prison strong enough to hold him for at least one night?
He's diabolical! I must go.
Can it wait just 1 hour? I want it so bad. 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Believe me, when we finally make love, I'm gonna take my time. It's gonna take all night long. But right now, I'm gonna need some money.
How much?
Let's see. French Riviera. In the house. Wardrobe. Disguises, special weapons, laser glasses, speedboat, armored helicopter.
All I have on me is 1.3 million.
That'll have to do.
Oh, darling, what kind of life is this?
Oprah, darling, you have to be strong. There's more at stake than just you and me.
Here's something to read on the plane.
Thank you, darling.
How about a kiss?
Of course. Close your eyes.
Oh, Stedman.
Every time Stedman wipes off his hand like that, I just literally want to start laughing. He's like, he's diabolical. I must go. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's transition over. This is John Campia's latest video where he talks about the James Gunn should leave. Now, there is a video that he had where he talks about, and I think I might just play that one instead of this one. You know what? I am. Well, it's from a couple days ago. And I haven't seen this video, but let me just give you the gist. You know, they were talking about the WB deal. And with this being about Paramount, which is a lot of stuff I've already echoed, and he echoed also the same sentiment. This was never about the studios. This was about political positioning for the television network of CNN. This is all it was. You know, whether you believe CNN is left wing, whether you believe it's in the middle, where you know, or you believe it's right wing, it's going to be even more right wing. You know, so they can push political agendas, and that sucks. That is terrible. That is a terrible thing. And the Ellis family has no problem doing the bidding of the president. I've said that. They have no problem doing the bidding of the president. You think John Oliver is going to stay after this deal gets done? Nope. Do you think James Gunn is going to stay? Nope. You know, even though that they have came out and say, oh, no, we're going to keep these people, we're going to keep that people. You know, the people who have made Warner Brothers successful, Warner Brothers is way more successful than Paramount is. Now, Paramount does have a few shows and stuff like that, but they're not as powerful, you know, as it should be. And they're sure in the hell ain't in the realm of Warner Brothers. And if they take over Warner Brothers entirely and try to fold everything into Paramount, is going to be the end of Warner Brothers as you know it. Again, I grew up on Warner Brothers cartoons with Looney Tunes and all of that, Animaniacs and so on and so forth. Warner Brothers actually does have a special place in my heart as far as me growing up as a kid. Now, of course, I know about everybody knows about the past. Once you get older, if you just decide to go down that rabbit hole, you know how they depicted black people and stuff like that. I've talked about that. I talked about, Disney was a part of that, all of that, you know. But as far as like the impact that Warner Brothers did have, I mean, Batman, you know, 1989 and Superman and all these other places, all these other movies, Lord of the Rings, when they acquired New Line Cinema and did Lord of the Rings, you know, that was successful. I think this is the end of all of that now. In everything that WB has built and branded, even when they folded into AT&T and everything, man, I think this is it. I really honestly think this is it. And it sucks. It really sucks. So with DC, I said this to Tina last night on the stream. Y'all got what y'all wanted. Snyder Brothers, get ready. Pull Zack Snyder in here and watch him make the world's most boringest 2-hour movie ever. The last movie I've seen that was actually excited about that he made was 300. You know, I like the Snyder Cut, but it was long and boring. Do you know what I mean? It was long and boring. And let's not forget that with the DEI rollbacks, the person who was affected the most was black folks. So you think that they're about to play all your favorite black hits unless it's already something that they can make money up from that's already been done. Other than that, you think all kinds of new black programming is going to come unless they completely leave it alone, which I doubt. I feel like it's over. I really feel like, what's up, Tank? I get Tank. Me, Tank, and all you guys for Spoiler Keys, Brian, and all. We gotta get you guys. I gotta find the time to get you guys all on, man, so we can chop it up. Yeah, is HBO's brand name is bigger than Paramount. Let me say that again. And Paramount has a history, but recently HBO is bigger than Paramount, especially Paramount Plus. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is bad. This is real bad. So let's hear what John Campea has to say, and let's kind of go from there.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm, of course, John Campea, and we have some absolute madness going on in the industry today. If you haven't heard the news yet, and where have you been, the dust is finally settled on the most insane bidding war in Hollywood history. Paramount Skydance, led by David Ellison, has officially won the battle for Warner Brothers Discovery.
Oh, wow.
To the tune of $110 billion.
That's crazy. That's crazy. If you was on the stream last night, we were talking about the Gina Carano movie, and through the Daily Wire. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because Chill said something post stream that made a lot of sense. He said, now that Paramount is getting ready to buy out Warner Brothers Discovery, would it not surprise you for them to put this Daily Wire movie? Remember, they only made $804 in the limited run that they had in the movie theaters, which I've never heard of that movie. So it had to be in 3 theaters or something like that, maybe 5. I don't know. But he said, would it not surprise you for that this movie with Jonathan Majors and I guess Zachary Levi's going to be in it, through Daily Wire, that they wouldn't, that how do you say it? Because I want to say it right. Wouldn't be surprising if Paramount actually distribute that movie and put that movie out on their platform and be on Paramount Plus. And after I seen who Daily Wire shot the movie to, which is the United Arab Emirates and Russia. When they go the international route, and it was $13,000 that they made overseas. It was Russia and United Arab Emirates or whatever. Guess who also put their money into trying to buy Paramount along with the Ellisons? There's Arab money, big Arab money inside of this deal also. It's not just the Ellisons. It wasn't just David Ellison. There's big money coming from investors over at United Arab. I'm just saying, they put their dollars into this. That doesn't seem weird to y'all. That doesn't seem weird to y'all. I'm just saying. So it wouldn't surprise me if Jonathan Majors' movie is not streamed on Daily Wire, because they know they're not gonna make any money, and they know they have to play. They still got to pay Jonathan. You already paid him. You better make your money back somehow, some way. And it was like, wouldn't it be surprised if it's on Paramount? And I thought about it. I said, you know what? You gotta. That is a very, very smart idea. DeAndre Mosley, thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. Warner Brothers has always been a subversive studio that pushes boundaries and creator driven. That's simply clashing with Paramount's culture. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what's crazy about this, DeAndre, even when you had New Line Cinema was the house that Freddie built, but there's all kinds of projects that went through New Line Cinema. We was just talking about that with Tina last night on the stream. You think about like movies like Love Jones, a lot of black-led films, Miramax, New Line Cinema, that got ate up by bigger companies. This is the reason why you had so much of a renaissance in the 90s with black-led films. But you don't have those studios now that would do that. So you got to go to the streaming sites. You got to go to Amazon. You got, and again, people can't talk about how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? And they're not backing these films. You have so many black films that probably come to Sundance with all of that won't touch the light of day in a bigger studio because who is funding these people? But then we get mad. And let me say this. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with Daily Wire saying, oh, we're just going to get all the cancel people out of there. We're going to make a movie. I don't agree with that. That's crazy. But also, I understand because it's business. And if they got the money to back this and to make a movie, then if they can do it, why can't we? I don't want to hear nothing else. We they know the black dollar as far as like buying power is very strong. So are you telling me there's no other black people that got money out here that would not back a film, but you allow this guy to do it? That's where I got a problem. Let me keep going because I'm going on a tangent about something else. Let me keep going.
Netflix is out. The Ellisons are in, and the entire landscape of the DC universe just completely shifted under our feet. Now, look, the big headline coming out of the Paramount camp today is that, according to the reports, Paramount wants to keep James Gunn. They want him to stay on as the architect of the DCU. But guys, I am telling you right now, I don't see it happening. Nope. I expect James Gunn is going to walk before this merger is even fully cleared of the regulatory hurdles. Today, we're going to talk about why Paramount wants him to stay, the massive political wall he's about to hit, and the 5 very specific reasons why the Gunn era of DC might be coming to a much earlier end than anybody expected.
A lot of people was calling this. They wanted this. What's my brother's name that was always in here? It was for him. It was they were hearing rumblings. So I think Blue retweeted something that he said or whatever. Let me go to Blue's tweets real quick because he was asking where was he at? Six of Truth. Six of Truth was like, my girl know. The James Gunn is out. Oh man, DeAndre Mosley, I didn't give you something. I didn't give you a whatchamacallit. Hold on. Let me give you this real quick. Let me see. That's Buttery Biscuits. Let me give you this real quick.
Gang bang, gang bang, gang bang. You are truly amazing. Gang Thank you for your super chat. Gang bang, gang bang.
Appreciate that super chat. My bad because I was just on a tangent, but Six of Truth, the lady they were calling it now, and it was because of the sale. It was because of the sale, Tina, all of that. I mean, we had a glimmer of hope with Netflix, but $110 million is insane, especially with Paramount being in debt. It's insane. They had to borrow money. So there's some investments in here. Do you think James Gunn and the vision that James Gunn's had and the way that James Gunn is as a director wants to stay on with this very pro right wing, because he's very liberal. And do you think he's want to stay under this regime that is very pro right wing? I mean, hell, Tina already said in her words that Ted Saranto's got up in front of Congress and said Superman wasn't successful. You know what I'm saying? Well, you might as well go balls to the walls then until you're out. Until you like, you know what? I'm out. I'm out. So again, this sucks because here's a DCEU that failed under Warner Brothers management. They say, you know what, we're going to course correct. We're going to bring in James Gunn. We're going to bring in Peter Safran. They're going to be the ones that's going to course correct everything that we have done in the DCEU. And guess what we're at right over again. So you're talking about competing with Marvel. You're never going to compete with Marvel. You're never going to compete with Marvel because Warner Brothers has mismanaged this just entire thing so badly with HBO Max, whatever they was calling it, all the name changes for the streaming service, all kinds of crap. What are you doing? And then you think Paramount? I have no faith that Paramount is going to run this thing right. Because to me, they can't even run their own service right, let alone run Warner Brothers. I mean, run it into the ground, yes. But do I have any faith? Hell no. But again, I'm on another tangent. Let's let John talk because this is trash. What is up, Kev?
Let's start with the why. Why does Paramount want James Gunn to stay? Well, it's not rocket science. David Ellison is actually a smart guy, and he's a producer, and he's a tech-forward thinker, and he knows that the crown jewel of the Warner Brothers acquisition isn't just the back catalog of Harry Potter or Game of Thrones. It's the brand new DCU.
Yes.
Now, the reports are already circulating that the new Paramount Skydance leadership sees James Gunn's reboot as the only viable path to maybe competing with Disney and Marvel. They've seen the early numbers on Superman. They've seen the profit margins. They want stability. They don't want to start over for the fourth time in 10 years. They want the guy who has a 10-year plan already written down and has already started to execute.
Now, with that being said, remember, Tina said the Tesserato's, Tina, I love you. But you said Tessereto said this wasn't viable. That's why it was going to streaming early, even though it was like 9 days or whatever, and it was just a hot commodity, so people wanted to watch it at home. But like I was saying, there is bigger numbers out there. It did not need to hit $1 billion, and James Gunn was right. It just needed to make X amount of dollars, because if it makes X amount of dollars, well, I think the number is like 600 million, then it will be fine. And I knew it was fine because they wouldn't have greenlit Superman Man of Tomorrow if it wasn't. Supergirl wouldn't have got greenlit. Yes, did they have to probably pull back on some projects? I believe so, because what the hell is Warner Brothers doing? What are they doing? So yes, I gotta pull back some so we can find out exactly what's going on with the studio going forward. Now that we know Paramount has this, if they really want to keep James Gunn around, they legitimately have to leave James Gunn alone. Point blank, you cannot have any studio interference. You can't have none of that. And my personal opinion, you have to keep the Warner Brothers banner. You have to, because Warner Brothers in DC is synonymous. So you have to keep that. You have to be able to keep that. If you do not keep that, you're going to tank whatever you built with Warner Brothers, with DC. You're going to tank it even further than it's already been. Hold on, because there was a question. Do you think Jimmy Gunn goes back to Marvel if he leaves? Absolutely. They were bringing back with open arms because they know how well he's done, and they forgave him for all the crap that they put him through, which I thought was always some bull job. But it's to me, you don't want to continue to kill the brand more than it already is. It's already a train wreck. You know what I mean? Don't let the bodies hit the ground. You know what I mean? Don't let the bodies hit the ground. Oh, let's keep going. Let's keep going real quick.
Now, from a purely business perspective, keeping Gunn is the safe move. But here's the thing, and I say this all the time, business and creative soul don't always play nice together.
Yes.
And that brings us to the elephant in the room. We have to talk about the culture clash. It's no secret that James Gunn is a very vocal, overtly political individual. If you follow him on social media, you know exactly where he stands. He has been a fierce critic of the MAGA movement, and quite frankly, many of the figures that the Ellison family is very closely tied to. David and Larry Ellison aren't just quote-unquote business guys. They are major players in the conservative political sphere.
How the hell David Ellison get that much? I don't know. But how the hell did he get that much money? You know what I mean?
Here, we've seen the reports from Variety and Bloomberg. There is a narrative that the new Paramount is going to be shifting towards a more quote-unquote mega-leaning content strategy. But James Gunn is the exact opposite of that branding. He is subversive, he's irreverent, and he is unapologetically progressive. Yes. Can you really see a world where James Gunn happily reports to a board of directors that represents everything he has publicly fought against?
This brings up the point that I made last night when it came to when you have that particular type of voice in Hollywood, you can make that move. When you have that voice in Hollywood, and again, Black Hollywood, pay attention, because we can't talk about it. Again, I'm not crapping on Black people in Hollywood. I'm just telling you the truth. You need to band together and have a one united voice. Band together and have one united voice, because he could be able to say his political views and leave and go do something else. I need Black Hollywood to have that same energy. If you see somebody getting treated wrong, we all banded to get treated wrong. Don't hop on the plane. You see this woman over here, not being paid, not being this, not being that, and you go ignore her. You don't see Hollywood blackball a man or whatever for false accusations. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And then you sit around and be quiet. One damn voice. Be united. Don't be united when you get no award. Don't be united when it's the NAACP Awards, or the BET Awards, the Image Awards, or any other award show that you claim. Damn that. Be united when you see the injustices going on with your fellow brothers and sisters that's over there in the Screen Actors Guild that look like you. If you're so worried about your money and if you're going to get in the next project, well, damn it, you don't need to be in this business because you're spineless. But when you see things going on like what happened to Monique, you guys did not speak up. You guys turned your back on her. You told her she was too loud. Who was she to call out Tyler Perry and all these people? And damn it, was she right? Because then you turned around and looked at what was going on with other people and said, you know what? They got this going on, but we need to rally around her. But Monique was telling y'all this the whole damn time. Monique was telling you the whole time, and Black Hollywood turned their back on her. And then we, as the people that's sitting up here on your little phones or whatever, was talking crazy on her too. Because we're back in the machine instead of the people. And I told you, I'm got that Black Panther spirit, and not T'Challa, but the Black Panther Party spirit. I'm for the people. And if injustice is done to one, that's injustice is done to you. Because if they did her like that and she got an Oscar, what do you think they're going to do to you? Almost customers, Roberta. And I caught myself. But what do you think they're going to do to you? Or are you going to keep kissing these people butt? And don't stand up when the injustice happens. Be proactive. Because I guarantee you, James Gunn is going to be proactive. The white folks in Hollywood are going to be proactive. But you want to be at the table? Act like you're supposed to be at the table. Get up, stand up, and start talking. Standing up for your brothers and sisters that's in Hollywood. It kills me because it's literally, when they talk about gatekeeping, this is what it looks like. I'm sorry. That's what it looks like to me. And maybe I'm thankful that when I lived in LA, I never got on in Hollywood, because I would have been blackballed for standing up. Just standing up, speaking out. They don't like you when you speak out. But if enough of us are speaking out, damn it, we can make change. Not just when Oscar's so white, or all these other little small political movements that you want to do. Damn, why aren't you being proactive from the very beginning? And we wonder why our brothers and sisters out here blackballed, got to go through somebody else because we won't stand up. Shameful to me. Shameful. And Erica D, yeah, you absolutely right. We talked about it. We talked about it on the street before. As soon as I seen who else was putting their money on, I'm like, this ain't. Now remember, we're supposed to be pro-Americans. We're supposed to be bringing jobs back, but Donald Trump allowed the United Arabs to put their money in there. Don't see a problem with them putting their influence, putting their money behind a American news station. And you think they're not going to be pushing ideology or political agendas? Y'all crazy. Look what's happened to CBS. But let me hook you up because this is what's going on.
Taste the biscuit.
Thank you.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
It's a lot of buttery biscuit activity going on in here.
I don't care how many zeros are on the check. At a certain point, the creative friction becomes a wildfire. Gunn has already been fired once by a giant corporation for his past edgy humor. He knows how these corporate winds blow. But listen, don't get me wrong. It's not just about politics. There are 5 other major mechanical reasons why I expect James Gunn to hand in his keys by the time his contract expires in spring of 2027.
Go ahead and cook.
Reason number 1, the debt cutters.
Yes,
Act.
they said
Paramount isn't just buying Warner Brothers Discovery. They're assuming nearly $90 billion in additional debt.
And I think they said they're going to cut $6 billion. $6 billion in cuts there's going to come from acquisition of the studio. $6 billion. That's a lot of money. Not 6 million, 6 billion. Hold on. What's going on? Look at the comment. Look at Jada Informant says he has no ammo for gun. Good. He also said James Gunn's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay. If that's what that man feels, is what am I supposed to do? Whooping? That's his feelings. Let me also say, I'm about free speech in here unless you talk crazy or trolling. You know what I'm saying? So if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. You know what I mean? Everybody's allowed to have their own personal feelings in this space as long as you're not trolling in here. You know what I mean? Or talking crazy. You can say whatever you want to hear. Just act like you got some sense. Shout out to my man. Golly. you know
that to do it. To make this work, they've already told investors that they're looking for $6 billion in synergies. And you know what synergies means in Hollywood. It means budget cuts. James Gunn's vision for the DCU is expensive. We're talking massive theatrical slates, high-end TV like lanterns, and a commitment to quality. If the Ellisons start telling Gunn he has to cut $50 million out of the next Supergirl movie or scale back the Super Films integration, Gunn is going to walk. He's not a cost cutter. He's a filmmaker. He's a world builder.
Yeah.
Reason number 2.
Let me answer that question. Why would you borrow money just to tear it down? I can't stand this administration and these petty billionaires. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Why would you ask for money to buy something and then tear it down? This makes no sense to me. This makes no sense to me. You're going to buy something and then you're going to just rip it all to shreds or whatever because of what you call budget cuts. This is a lot right now. This is a lot that is going on, and this is not good. This is not good. And I guarantee you, they're going to cut all of that so they can put more of the budget in CNN and propaganda. That's what they're, to me, he might not say that, but that's what I feel. I could be dead ass, loud ass wrong, but I really seriously feel like they're using this so they could be able to push more propaganda.
End of his creative autonomy. You see, right now, James Gunn and Peter Safran essentially have their own kingdom at DC Studios.
Yes.
Under David Zaslav, they had a direct line. But in the new Paramount Skydance structure, there's a whole new layer of tech-focused executives. Skydance is very into AI-driven recommendations and virtual production efficiencies. Gunn is a guy who likes his practical effects, his specific needle drops, and his creative freedom. The moment he starts getting those notes from tech-first committees about how to make Superman more monetizable for an AI algorithm, he's gone. Reason?
That's crazy. That's crazy. It is almost like, even though I did not like Space Jam with LeBron James, because I thought that movie was stupid. Just being honest, I thought that was probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. The algorithm that was played by Don Cheadle, we're literally living at it now. We're literally there now, where the algorithm is going to determine that the AI is going to determine what you should see and what you shouldn't see. That's wild. This is why the venture capitalists do buy other businesses and strip them to the bare bone. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct, Kev. You're absolutely correct. But this is wild. Are you going to want to watch a movie that AI is telling you what to watch? I tell you this. I was on X yesterday and I seen an ad of something that I did not want to see, and I went to click it off, and they said, if you want to click this ad off, you got to upgrade to Premium Plus. Are you freaking kidding me? It's damning enough that I have to pay for this stupid ass blue check mark just to be able to stream on X, where there's people that follow and watch the show on X. Now I got to pay more money just to click off this damn ad I don't want to see, because that's not my political party. And I don't. Do you see how, man? I'm trying to tell you. But before we get into that, let me go to another quick commercial break. Don't go nowhere. We gonna come right back. I'll be right back for more of the Dre Mack Show.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Are you going down? Then you gotta know the best way to go. On the down low.
Damn, you banking like that, and you come over here with a biscuit meal, man?
Would you like to take a survey? No. Elevator go down the hall.
It's you! It's you!
Whoop-de-doo.
We are talking about the same girl.
Okay, well, what do we do? Fight a duel or something?
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
The conclusion of
like this?
Slower. Bend over.
Stedman, what's going on?
Darling, are you all right?
Stedman, who was that woman?
That was Professor Haight, disguised as an ugly French lap dancer.
Ugly? She looked beautiful.
I suppose she might have been considered beautiful until you walked in the room.
Oh, Stedman, I've been dreaming of this moment. Come here.
Wild horses couldn't keep me away. Invisible robots!
Invisible robots?
Beep, 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 beep.
Look out!
Man, he's good man. Not just no Bruce boyfriend. If you cross him, you're a dead man. You heard what I said, man.
I heard he was gay. No way, sister.
Who's that man? He's dead man.
We now return to the Transformers.
I hope she recovers from that chair shot. All right. Let's keep going. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Miss Roberta said, y'all over here playing with me. Stop playing. Get them likes up. All right. Let's keep going.
Number 3, the mission accomplished exit. Look at the timing. His contract ends in early of 2027. By then, Superman will have been out, Supergirl will already be in theaters, and Lanterns will have already hit the air. He will have successfully launched the Gods and Monsters chapter of the DCU. He can walk away with his head held high saying, I built the foundation, now it's somebody else's job to maintain the house. He's a filmmaker at heart. He loves the Guardians of the Galaxy. He loves Peacemaker. He might just decide that running a studio under the thumb of a massive debt-ridden conglomerate like Paramount isn't as fun as just getting back behind the camera for an independent project. Reason number 4, a world of options. As I mentioned earlier, we all remember the incident when Gunn got unceremoniously fired at Disney.
Facts.
But what was the result? Every major studio in Hollywood lined up at his door to offer him whatever he wanted to come and create for them. Now,
you can say what you want to about Jimmy Gunn. Say what you want to. You can't deny the man is a filmmaker. I don't know him personally. I would never meet this man probably ever in my life. But what I cannot deny is his ability to create film. You might not like his films. You know, there's some people that don't like his humor. They don't like his films. I think his films have a lot of heart. I personally like his films. I like his style. You know, that's just my personal bag. Is you cannot hate the results that he gives. That's why everybody was lining up to get him. So it would be smart if they try to keep him and leave him alone, but I just don't see the Ellisons leaving him alone. I don't know about y'all. Y'all can put it in the chat. I just don't see that.
Ultimately, he decided to go to Warner Brothers, and the rest is history. James Gunn's stock has only gone up since then, he knows that as well as we do. And the moment that he walks out of Warner Brothers, his inbox is going to be flooded with offers from everyone. He's going to have a massive all-you-can-eat buffet in front of him. He'll leave, and he'll have his pick of where to go wherever he wants. Reason number 5, the MCU prodigal son returns. Everybody knows James Gunn and Kevin Feige have a very close relationship. I actually had the two of them on my show once together.
Wow.
Gunn even confirmed that when he took the DC job, the very first person he called was Kevin Feige.
He did call
prior
him.
to leaving Disney, Gunn was actually elevated by Feige to sort of be in charge of the galactic side of the MCU.
I remember that. Now, I personally, this is just me personally. I'm going to be real with y'all. I know my man Blue Minotti, shout out to Blue, would love this. He would absolutely probably be over the moon if Kevin Feige stepped down right now. It would be over the moon. You would see Blue turn legitimate flips. Legitimate flips if Kevin Feige stepped down right now. Just being honest with you. I would like to see, this is just my personal opinion, I would like to either see Jon Favreau take over, which I think he's going to stick with Star Wars, or James Gunn if Kevin Feige steps down. Honestly. And here's why. Here's my honest to God's reason why. I believe that James Gunn I believe, this is just me, myself. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, D-Sizzle will be turning flips too. He'll probably, matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all, because you know I got clips of D-Sizzle exactly what he going to be doing when they be like, James Gunn is gone. He going to be like,
Super Chat, body roll.
I had to pull that one out. Oh man. But anyway, but I believe that he's a true comic book fan. This is just my personal opinion. This is just my own personal opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I believe that he is a true comic book fan, right? My personal opinion. And I believe with him being a comic book fan, he's going to bring more of the comic elements. For one, let's just be honest. He did not like the fact that the Russo brothers killed Gamora in their movie. He had to use an alternative Gamora because he had plans for Gamora. You know, and he was able to bring back Gamora and had the Guardians go on the original Guardians cast, you know, kind of move on with their lives and start a new cast. You know, with the Guardians and left them where they're at. Have you heard anything about the Guardian assistant? Nope. Have you heard about them being in Secret Wars? Nope. None of the new cast from the Guardians? Nope. So there you go. There you go. After James Gunn, nobody cares. But let's not act like we did not care about the Guardians of the Galaxy, even though there was not the original group, not the original premise, none of that Guardians group that he created was anything that was comic that came from like a comic arc or here's the comic book characters as they were in the comics. No, but damn it, did we love them? I did. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the only one. You know what I'm saying? But I love the Guardians. You know what I mean? He literally made Chris Pratt a household name. Dave Bautista was a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? A very fun wrestler. I love Big Dave. You know what I'm saying? But he made, look at what he did with he helped jumpstart Dave Bautista's career in acting. I'm just saying, he made me believe in a talking tree, in a raccoon. And then there's Zoe Saldana as I just don't care for Zoe Saldana like that. She's cool, but too much of her past that just she's a, you know. All right, let me not get on Zoe Saldana. I mean, that was a long time ago. Maybe she like us now. Anyway, but you know, he was great for that team. He was very great for that team. He was very great for the people, and they love James Gunn. And he did have a vision. You know what I'm saying? What up, Rico? What up, Tony? He did have a vision for the Guardians, and he executed his vision for the Guardians very well. Despite what you think of James Gunn's style or whatever, you can't deny what he already did. You can't deny that. He did it. So I could see him, you know, I mean, hell, I think he would have been a better director for Thor. Just being honest with you. I think he would have been a better director for Thor. I think he would have been would I like other people to be the helm of Black Panther? But I know damn well he wouldn't have did Black Panther like what I seen on screen. I'm just saying, I don't believe he would do that. I don't believe, because he believes in the characters, you know what I'm saying, not the actor. Let me say that again. I believe he believes in the characters, not the actors. My personal opinion. But my personal opinion, I think he would be amazing in as a head of Marvel, because I believe he has a vision. He loves the characters. Oh yeah, two wrestlers. Let me DeAndre, you're right. Two wrestlers, because I loved John Cena as Peacemaker so much, he made me love him as a wrestler again. And I was a John Cena hater, and I've been following John Cena since he was Prototype in OVW, since he uttered the words ruthless aggression. You know what I mean? I've been following this man's career. After a while, I was getting tired of him. James Gunn resurrected this dude career for me. For me, I'm just talking about personally for me. Loved him as Peacemaker. Loved him as Chris. You know what I mean? So, my personal opinion, though. All right, let's keep going.
Feige has changed the industry, but at some point, sooner or later, he's going to move on to new challenges. And right now, there's absolutely no heir apparent to take over Marvel whenever he does decide to do that. James Gunn coming back to Marvel as Feige's main creative general is a win-win.
It is.
Marvel gets a wildly successful director of MCU films back, as well as somebody who now actually has CEO experience running a comic book film studio,
yes, he does.
positioned to take their MCU over 1, 3, 5, 9 years down the road whenever Feige moves on to his next challenge. And Gunn gets to work again with a fellow creator he loves and respects in Feige, and is positioned to take over the biggest IP in the movie business eventually. I mean, he may or may not end up going back to Marvel. I'm simply making the point that it is very viable and would make perfect sense.
And
so while Paramount is out there saying James,
and I believe this is my personal opinion, based on what happened last time after they fired him, and then everybody, all the actors are, we're not doing a movie until he comes back, and they say they seen the impact and they seen the dollars, because at the end of the day, it's about money. At the end of the day, these studios is in business to make money. You don't think that they're going to pay him a boatload of money? Hell, they just begged the Russo brothers to come back, and Robert Downey Jr. And what did they do? They paid him a lot of money. A lot of money. And you're telling me that they're not going to do that with James Gunn? They're going to break the bank because they don't want him to go. They don't want him to go to Universal. They damn sure don't want him to go to Sony. Because if James Gunn gets over at Sony and you got all this Spider-Man IP stuff, as long as they stay out that man's way, Spider-Man gonna be a whole lot different. And Spider-Man probably not going to be playing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe like we think. Just saying. So you don't want him to go to Sony either. So the best thing you can do, if he decides to leave, is bring him back. Because if he goes to Sony, I mean, I think DC or whoever takes over the DCU, good luck. Hopefully it works and is successful. But you see how Sony has been floundering like a wet fish. Let Jimmy Gunn get over there and start playing in that Spider-Man universe. I'm just trying to tell you, and I just don't think that that Disney is going to let him go, no matter what his views were, no matter what he tweeted years ago. They don't care. They don't care. They're about winning, and winners don't allow stupid stuff to get in in the way of winning, unless you're an idiot. And we're seeing right now what the idiots normally do. Make sure you guys get the likes up. We got people coming in. Make sure you guys get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Let's hear. I believe that too. I believe that too.
James Gunn is our guy. I'm looking at the board and I'm seeing a man who is ready to move on. The politics don't match. The corporate structure is shifting towards tech optimization, and financial pressure is going to be immense. And he's just going to have far too many other better options presenting themselves to him. But what do you guys think? Do you think James Gunn will stick it out for the sake of the DCU? Or do you agree with me that once that 2027 contract date hits, or maybe even sooner, he's moving on to greener, less corporate pastures? Jump into the comments and let.
I agree. I believe that he is going to be gone. He is going to be gone. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. And while we're getting the likes up, let me pull this back up. While we're getting the likes up, hold on. What did you say? Hold on. Put it in the form of a question so it's easier for me to see it in the chat, Hunter Iggy, because I can't read everything and try to give my thoughts too. So put it in the form of a question. Can you see that? Put a question mark on there so it can notify me. But can you see the WBD or Paramount licensed Gunn DCU to Marvel, or do you see Disney buying James Gunn DCU so he can take it to Marvel to make Marvel versus? No, no, I don't see that that's happening. The Ellisons would be an absolute idiot to allow Marvel to even buy DC. That's not happening. I don't even think that's on the table. at all. He's not going to take it. He can't take it with him. He don't own it. It's Paramount's thing. He can leave it be, but he's not taking it. And I know damn well Marvel is not going to buy into that property. They're already having a hard enough time right now. Course corrected what's going on in Marvel. And then you're going to have two big rivals in the same studio playing in the same house. Hell no. Because it's going to take away from their other IPs. You know what I'm saying? You don't want Superman to go over there where your IP is Iron Man, your big IP, or Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Or other things that you establish in Marvel. So no, I do not see that happening at all. But what's up, Waffles? All right, hold on real quick. We're about to finish up here. I got my final thoughts, but stay tuned. I'm about to take a quick commercial break. Get the likes up. I'll be right back with more of the Dre Max Show.
Knight Rider will continue in a moment.
Wow, 19,000! It's her!
This is the problem with being rich. Your only other nickname is Dick? No.
So you understand the words I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
What?
Coach, I've got AIDS.
Wrong. You're HIV positive. Big difference. It could be years before you even get sick.
With That's My Slow Jam, we found a way to get you all these slow grinding hits at an unbeatably low price. Act now and get all 58 songs for only 52 cents per track.
Just a good old boy. So skip it, to run, to jump, to hop, hop.
Hi.
Now the conclusion of
Darling, are you all right?
Oh, what happened?
The robot ducked.
Oh, it's a private room. Lock the door.
Of course. First, let me close the blinds. I think someone's calling me.
I didn't hear anything.
Hello?
Monsieur Stedman, this is the Mayor of France.
It's the Mayor of France.
It seems that Colonel Hayes...
You mean Professor Hate?
Yes, Professor Hayes is still alive and he's vowing to destroy you and all of France. There's not a moment to lose.
You got to give me 10 minutes alone with my fiancé. I'm begging you, man.
No, out of the question. Hurry, my yacht is outside.
Darling, I hate to ask, but...
How much do you need?
I'll bring you the change.
Nice of you to drop in, Stedman.
James Brolin. As always, your timing is perfect.
Please, call me Captain Laser.
Still battling Dr. Chaos? I bet Babs is worried sick.
Hey, how does Oprah let you out of the house without a costume?
I'm a secret agent.
Damn! You're good.
I'm the luckiest woman on earth.
All right. Let me give you guys my final thoughts based on what John Campea is saying. Yeah, the mayor of France. The mayor of France. Put that in your head. This is just my thoughts. This is what I'm thinking. Number one, John Campea has a great idea. Let James Gunn walking because of politics doesn't yeah, I seen the scary movie trailer when I went to go see Scream 7. So I already seen it. But Drew Dog, what's up? Exactly. I'm fair, D Sizzle. You know I'm fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy at what he did with Sinners. So disappointed what he did with Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I can feel like that. Can't nobody tell me I can't feel like that. But people try to make you think you could, you got to feel one way or the other. You can't be like, I like this and I don't like that. But anyway, so here's my final thoughts. I think James Gunn is probably going to announce he's going to be there through the duration of his contract, and after his contract, he's gone. I believe James Gunn and Peter Safran is gone. And they're going to hire two people who don't. I do believe Paramount's going to hire two people who don't know anything about comic books, and we're right back to the DCEU all over again with political undertones and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That aligns with the administration at this time and what they believe. I believe James Gunn has an opportunity to come back to Disney, and I believe that door is open. I believe that door has been open, is going to stay open, and they're going to be there. So after James Gunn decides, hey, I'm done, I believe truly he's going to go back to Marvel. I really do. I believe he's going to go back to Marvel, bar none. Which would be a win for him. Because if he is the understudy for Kevin Feige and he's gone, Kevin Feige decides, you know what? I really want to do Star Wars. I want to just be ahead of that. You know what I'm saying? And since he already knows how to run a studio, and be the head, I can see that happening. I can really see that happening. Now, will Marvel be the same? Will they make better movies? I don't know. I can't speak to that. But what I do know is that James Gunn has made original content, has made content that is successful, especially under the Marvel brand. So I can see that. Again, people have been calling for James Gunn to be gone. Where you got your wish now. And not only that, just think about the rest of the IPs. Did it have to come to these people buying it who is not even running a successful company over at Paramount? And I know this guy is smart, but what has Paramount done for me to have any faith in what they're going to do with Warner Brothers? And I believe truly this is the end of Warner Brothers as we know it. Just my personal opinion. I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think, but I just believe that.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
All right, we're going to be wrapping it up. But you guys tell me what you think based on the video that I reacted to and everything that I said in this video. And don't forget to give this video a like on the way out. But what do y'all think? Do you think this is the end of Warner Brothers as we know it? What do you think about the DCU? What do you think about what's going to happen with CNN? All of that. Put it in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. But again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe power, y'all. Enjoy the rest of you guys this Monday. I will see you back for Blurred AF. Where's my outro at? Look, you already know. I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.